Cheers!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second edition of Birdie's Pub Quiz. In this quiz, you will have 6 categories with 48 points up for grabs. So get yourself a pen and paper, and let's get started. Just a little correction for quiz 1. It was noted that I made a little bit of an oopsie on one of the questions, on the question about who was the last Conservative Premier of Canada, I said Premier instead of Prime Minister. Now, that is just because I speak both French and English, and I think I used my franglais there, and I got the 2 words mixed up. So it should say who was the first Conservative Prime Minister of Canada. And thank you for the correction, and it was, of course, Stephen Harper. Have a great quiz. This quiz has 6 different categories. The first one is traditional Canadian foods. Then we move on to music and entertainment, sports, which one was made first, Canadian geography, and the final round is brain teasers. So good luck, everybody. Round 1, traditional Canadian foods. There's 8 questions, 1 point for every correct answer. What type of food is bannock? Is it a pie, a bread, or a potato dish? It is a type of bread. Created in 1946 in North Ontario, these deep-fried ribs served with sweet and sour sauce were designed to boost alcohol sales. They are Thunder Bay bonbons. This dessert was developed in the 1600s by French-Canadian women. It has a simple, delicious filling made of butter, brown sugar, maple syrup, and baked in a pastry shell. It is now celebrated with festivals and self-guided tours of over 30 bakeries in the Carwathes, Northumberland region. They are butter tarts. Often served cold on toast, this pork-based spread is a staple of the Quebec breakfast. And that is creton. Originating in the prairies using local berries, this pie was used by Canada Post in its stamp series, Sweet Canada, and often served with ice cream. That is Saskatoon berry pie. Considered a delicacy in Alberta and Saskatchewan, what is the main ingredient in prairie oysters? And that would be bull or calf testicles. A staple of the Quebec Christmas Eve celebrations, or the Réveillon, this meat pie is traditionally made of ground pork, spices, and potatoes. That is tourtière pie. This hearty East Coast Sunday meal consists of salt beef, boiled veggies, peas pudding, and gravy. That is Jig's dinner. We've come to round 2, and this is the music and entertainment round. So these are some lyrics from a song, and I just need you to name that song. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. And that is Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. So this question is asking you to find the missing word from the song. If I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you an exotic pet. Yep, like a llama or a what? And that would be an emu. This one is the same thing. Find a missing lyric. By the chill in your embrace, the expression on your face, that told me maybe you might have some advice to give. On how to be insensitive, and that is Insensitive by Jane Arden. Which film was primarily filmed in Canada? A River Runs Through It, Brokeback Mountain, or The River Wild? And that would be Brokeback Mountain, which was filmed in Alberta, in the southern part of Alberta near the Rocky Mountains. Snoop Dogg appeared in season 10 of this mockumentary, which was based out of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. And that was the Trailer Park Boys. Which one of these comedians is not born in Canada? Would that be Leslie Nielsen, Martin Short, or Steve Martin? That is Steve Martin. He was born in Texas. Out of the 5 main characters in Stranger Things, which one is Canadian? And that is Finn Wolfhard. And this is round 3, and it's all about sports. Jacques Plante was credited with inventing which piece of fiberglass hockey equipment? That is the goalie mask. As of February 2026, who is Canada's most decorated golfer? That is Brooke Henderson. Which of these sports was not invented in Canada? Is that lacrosse, ice hockey, or curling? It was curling, which was actually created in Scotland. What is this seasonal paddling race called? It is a pumpkin regatta. Something I'd like to try one day. Looks fun. Who was the oldest NHL player to play the game professionally? That is Gordie Howe. Which sport will be making its first appearance in over 100 years at the next 2028 Olympics? That is lacrosse, and they will actually have both male and female teams. So congratulations to lacrosse. This Canadian right fielder played pro baseball for 17 seasons and was elected into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2020. That is Larry Walker. In the game of pickleball, a team must win by at least this many points. That is 2 points. And we've reached round 4, which is called Which Was Made First? So this is all about Canadian products versus their equivalent in another country, and which product actually landed on the shelves first. That's what I'm looking for. So which product was kind of launched out first? Good luck! So which was made first? Schweppes Ginger Ale or Canada Dry Ginger Ale? So that would be Schweppes Ginger Ale, which was launched out in 1870. Which ketchup was made first? Heinz or French's? That would be Heinz, which was created in 1876. Which ice cream company was created first? Chapman's or Ben & Jerry's? That would be Chapman's in 1973. Who launched their brand of tea first? Red Rose or Tetley? That was Tetley in 1837. Which peanut butter brand was launched first? Kraft Peanut Butter or Jif Peanut Butter? That was Jif Peanut Butter in 1958, but the Canadian version from Kraft came in not too long after in 1960. Which company launched their cheese line first? Cracker Barrel or Sargento? It was Sargento in 1953. However, Cracker Barrel was right behind them in 1954, so it looks like a bit of a race there. Which pickle was launched first? Putter's Pickles or Vlasic Pickles? And that was Vlasic Pickles in 1912. This one should be an easy one for a lot of you. Which one is the oldest brewery? Molson or Yuengling & Son? And that was Molson in 1786. Here we are at round 5, and it's all about Canadian geography. Which province is known as the dinosaur capital of Canada? That would be Alberta. Which species of tree is considered the most valuable in Canada? That would be the Douglas fir. This natural occurrence causes rivers in the Northwest Territories to experience tsunami-like waves. And that would be ice jams that cause tsunami-like waves. What is the study of ice called? Glaciology, oceanology, hydrology, or icebergology? And that is glaciology. Which province has the largest hydroelectric dam? That is Quebec. In Prince Edward Island, high iron content in the soil causes it to change which color? Black, red, or yellow? And that would be red. West Hawk Lake was created by a meteor hit over 100 million years ago, making it the deepest lake in this province. And that is the province of Manitoba. Which province can boast about having the highest tidal range in the world? And that's Nova Scotia in the Bay of Fundy. We've reached round 6. This is our brain teaser round. It is the last round in our quiz. So it is about pictograms, anagrams, rebus puzzles, or a combination of all. Now I suggest you just shout out the answers, and whoever gets the answer first will get the point. So good luck, everybody. And the answer is scrambled eggs. And that one was don't beat around the bush. And it was under the weather. and Once in a Blue Moon. And that was Looney Tooney. In this one, you'll see that the letters are all mixed up. It is 2 words. And that was Hat Trick. Again, in other words where the letters are scrambled. And it was Snowbirds. That might have been a tough one, but it was hit the nail on the head. So we have come to the end of our quiz. I hope you really enjoyed it. You see here I've created a cute little point system. So if you got anywhere between 0 to 10 points, don't worry about it. We're Canadians. We don't judge. So just keep coming back and keep practicing and we'll get better together. Thanks again for joining me on Birdie's Pub Quiz channel. I have fun making these quizzes and I hope you have fun doing the quizzes. I would love to hear from you, so if you can comment below what you felt about the quiz, if you have any ideas, if you have any topics that you'd like me to cover, I would be glad to try to do that in the future. Don't forget to subscribe and push the notification button. That way you can get notifications when I upload new quizzes. And thanks a lot. Have yourselves a great Canadian day.